Enthusiasm is an essential factor to function more efficiently. However, our everyday life is characterized by many unforeseen events that frustrate us for a few moments. In people's lives, this is very normal. Especially if you work at home office, on your own account, the feeling of lack of excitement can be the start of many mistakes and regression during company. It is also really necessary to learn how to properly motivate yourself. Command of our emotions and learning how to do something when we are not excited about other circumstances will help us a lot. Regardless of external influences, you have to learn to motivate yourself so that you can produce better performance. We know that there are many tremors and difficulties in a profession, but you don't have to quit and leave before the first problems. 9 ways to get you motivated, and you have resources to help you not give up if you get desperate at the end of this video. 1. Set a name. Often we are losing motivation because we don't have a clear idea of the purpose we want to achieve. Know the logic behind what you do in your everyday life? How do you like to do in your normal situations? And why would you want these goals to be achieved? It is a perfect way to get to know yourself better if we rest a little and talk about your company situations. You will more easily evaluate your priorities once you grasp the steps you have taken. A form of self-motivation is a well-established goal. That is because every time we accomplish our goals, excitement still rises. But don't set goals which go much further than your skills. A high degree of self-motivation resulting from our great efforts will give rise to feeling depressed and desperate. In our everyday lives, where we do not know how important a situation is, we generate undue strain. Pick goals based on the abilities and the tools you can use. Do you know how to get yourself inspired by your own goals? Thinking about your primary goals and not doing common and easy stuff is helpful to understand the aim you want to accomplish. Furthermore, develop and execute short-term, medium and long-term plans. Prepare a list of activities you will do. Pick ones that you have done often. You'll find that you can feel your self-realization and a sense of accomplishment anytime you complete an element or task in your list. 2. Shift your attention from your normal thoughts. One way to motivate you is to keep your concentration on your thoughts in check. You may have noted how we often rely on the views of others. So far so, what else do we expect to? Okay? We have many circumstances, not because we like them, but because we think they are important to others. It may be one of the big factors triggering energy loss. Turn your outlook on the business and others, and reflect upon yourself. What are you thinking about the situation today? Don't really care about external influences when you just care. Of course, you and the people around you should consider your company, but try when you are fully conscious of what you feel about everything around you. Shift is the third motivating element when you are. 3. Make new choices when appropriate. Sometimes, change makes us feel all the more excited about it. The big root improvements are not being addressed here. Often major changes happen, yes of course, but also very small transformations are needed on what you do. A few feelings of mistrust and even apprehension are still fresh and unfamiliar to us. Yet if you don't try, you should learn. At least never will it be good for you to do the new thing. This may be a justification not to pursue new things and fields as you have decided for a long time now and you are learning skills for a particular job and have to devote your entire life as you do. Example, in the digital market, people choose their preferred market sectors, particularly for preparing a course or an online course. So they will devote all their time to learn more about the public and features in the field of results. Nonetheless, over the years we have changed and this person may change his opinion of his previous choice in the business sector. Here ends the feeling of passion failure. Life means choices, and you can always switch to the field you love most. And even though you want to do something you won't do, it's not a wastage or a mistake that you did years before. Anything we know in this life, we can collect it and help us to learn something new. Knowing yourself motivation also means learning how to improve your practices, particularly in the business climate. And even though you want to do something you won't do, it's not a wastage or a mistake that you did years before. Anything we know in this life, we can collect it and help us to learn something new. Knowing yourself motivation also means learning how to improve your practices, particularly in the business climate. Beware of hesitation, however, as we often delude ourselves and very quickly get on with it. Reform can be really significant, but it's not a good plan to continue to improve without building on what you began before. In short, we must try to do our utmost before we alter and move into another region. Consider carefully before you adjust for the better, or if you try and stop doing anything that seems too hard. 4. Don't be afraid of making a mistake. All the positive results we have achieved in our career are due to the good plans and our job. It does not only rely on chance, but also on results. Understanding oneself means a clear desire to succeed, challenges in a calculated way, a triumph enjoyed and, above all, mistakes learned. Particularly because making mistakes is good, because it's the way to learn more about our work. So learn from, accept and forgive your mistakes. Should not blame yourself when falling, use this instead of as a device to frustrate you. Alternatively, see it as a way to fail to make the same mistakes again. You can openly learn more, and this leads us to think about the 5th self-motivation process. 5. Each day knowing something different is 2 basic elements of self-motivation, the desire and initiative. You will consider regaining your passion, and try to adjust when you give up. Your passion. Each day learning something new is a powerful opportunity to inspire yourself if you need something new. The more information and expertise we have in a specific subject, the greater our authority, competence and trust. That really helps us believe in what we do and our power. Make good use of your ability and particularly your friends. Set educational objectives and work towards them through extensive research and knowledge exchange. 6. Have you heard that positive thinking creates good results? And get rid of factors contributing to self-destruction and loneliness. Don't feel the weight and anxiety in your mind because of negative feelings that frustrate your excitement. Naturally, positive thinking never is easy. But when in desperation and without enthusiasm, there are some people who can assist you. Find in you the strengths. Repeat for the subconscious mind, which has always positive knowledge, like I can, and I can. Stay in touch with the people who continue to inspire you. And stop those who concentrate on the mistakes only. Trust your ability to carry out your tasks. If required, look for a specialist to help you identify and confirm your belief. 7. Looking at the world from a positive angle, and especially your positions, helps to maintain a high level of positive power and motivation. 8. It's very important to break away from the world of various professional tasks for a few minutes a day, and invest in different resources to provide satisfaction. One reason many people are disappointed is that they are unable to distinguish a certain time from the professional sector. To those who work at home, it can be harder. For convenience, you must set a few hours. No matter where you work, keep in mind that you have time to resolve problems with your profession. If you can't find ideas on what to do on the front of the market, try to calm your mind. There are several entertainment options. For example, hear inspiring music, reading different design books, go to the theater, watch films, travel, even though it's close and just over the weekend. Games, meditation. Meet mates for chat. Even when you have problems at work, these techniques are important so that you don't despair and increase your motivation. Through a few steps such as this, you will fill your energy through power and determination, and increase the ability to pursue continuously. 8. Would you know what coaching means? Use coaching tools. This is a mechanism aimed at providing people with resources, encouraging people to grow and improve as individuals. These instruments are also called self-knowledge, because this training helps you to understand your potential. So, if necessary, seek the assistance of this professional person in finding the reasons for your advance. 9. Have you ever found that it's motivational to speak with people who have accomplished their objectives? Especially when you start a new project, it is very important to have people who are considered guides in your life. Getting to know people who have achieved positive results and establishing relationships are perfect ways of stimulating oneself. It's a different story for everyone. The results we obtain are, after all, linked to the effort that we have made. Therefore, it may also make us want to learn further and collaborate with someone who has accomplished what he or she wants. Therefore, it's very nice to have people around you who think positively and are willing to support you, as we said earlier. In addition, what can we do when we start a new project? Especially when we do work while at home, we are being distracted by certain factors. Examples of these problems are lack of time, the people around us, the economic situation within the country, and even the fear of danger. We know that anything will seem a little bit arduous in the beginning, and more than we expect. But in order not to get upset, we need to be patient and vigilant. The best way to survive and thrive is to sustain a high degree of commitment and excel in every area of life. Therefore, keeping yourself motivated is very necessary. When you definitely have come here, you may have realized the value of learning to motivate yourself so that you don't give up on your dreams. So remember these 9 ways to boost your self-motivation when you feel frustrated. Will you have some tips about how to get upset and motivate yourself? Tell us about the SMART techniques. Write them to us here via the comments room. Take the opportunity and share with your friends this video. Good luck!